Hi there, this is Ingrid Boudet of No More Noise Toronto, and this is a quick walkthrough of our strategy for the Toronto Public Health Strategic Priority Meeting that's taking place on June 4th, 2024. So I'm just going to walk through a few slides with you here. So whenever you want to see what's happening with committees at the City of Toronto, the easiest way is just to Google City of Toronto Committee, and then you'll get this Council and Committee Meetings tab here. I also have this bookmarked on my bookmarks. So what you can do here is click the big blue button that says View Meeting Schedule Agenda and Minutes, and then you get the highlights, which is the first tab, which shows the upcoming meetings. And you can see here that the June 4th Board of Health meeting is listed right here. But another way that I find it good to find out what's happening is actually just going to the schedule, which is a calendar view. So here you can see what's going on in May, but our meeting is in June. So I'm going to click on June. And oh, there we go, June 4th, Board of Health Strategic Plan Development Committee. So I'm going to click on that, which takes you to that meeting item. So whenever you click on an item like this, it'll have the name of the committee at the top, a little bit of a preamble, and then you can actually see what meeting this particular page is specific to, but also the other meetings that either were in the past or in the future. And you can see that this is the last meeting for this committee. Down here, it says when it is, and so it's June 4th, 2024 at 9:30 in the morning, and it's been scheduled. And it's taking place in Committee Room 2 by City Hall and also by video conference. So people can watch online. There's specific instructions right here in this blue box to watch online. And you can also depute online or speak to the committee online or in person. So here's the agenda. And this only has one agenda item. Some meetings have many agenda items. So I'm going to click on this agenda item. And what this does then is it brings me to that page for that agenda item. And so here there's a couple tabs across the top. And what I'm going to speak to here is if you would like to request to speak, click on that fourth button, and it will open up an email that is pre-formatted for you. So it goes to the Board of Health, has a subject line about requesting to appear, and then it talks, and then it has places where you can fill in information. They're looking for your name, your organization, if applicable. You can put in No More Noise Toronto if you want or not. It's up to you. And then mailing address, I put in my postal code, and then your telephone in case they need to reach you. And then you click send, and then anywhere from 24 to 48 hours, or maybe sometimes a little bit longer, you will get a confirmation back from them that will have instructions on attending in person and attending online. And just as a note, they will say that you can get up to 5 minutes to speak, but they sometimes cut it to 3 depending on the number of speakers. So I suggest preparing for 3 minutes of speaking, and then you can speak slower if we get 5. So that's how you request to speak. You can also, the other button here is submit comments, and that's if you want to send your own email to the city regarding this item. As No More Noise Toronto, we also have a pre-formatted email for you, and I'm going to put that link in the comments below. So now let's look at the actual agenda item. It has what the agenda item is, what wards it's applicable to, a small summary, and background information. There's not much information here because it's a pretty straightforward agenda item. But down here is background information. So I'm going to click on that. And how these meetings go is that they will first talk about, they have administrative stuff that they need to get through, and then they go through the agenda item. So the Toronto Public Health will present this presentation to the committee and anyone else that's in the room and online. Of course, there's an introduction, there's an outline, and then they talk about part 1 is the review of framework and timeline, how they got to where they are today, the components of a strategic plan. And then here they actually talk about the emerging strategic plan in part 2. So there's an introduction about what they're trying to do, the vision and the mission that they have, and then the emerging values, and then the discussion regarding the emerging priorities. So here are 5 priorities that are listed. I'm not going to read them out here because I'm going to read them out in a moment, but I just want to draw your attention to the blue font because that is the changes that were made after a whole bunch of people deputed last time regarding noise and how it is an equity issue. So they added well-being. So in the second priority, promote health. It was initially promote health across the lifespan. Now they're saying promote health and well-being. And then they added a whole new one, which was advocate to advance health equity. So now I'm going to bring up a Word document that goes through each one of these and how I think noise fits. So in priority 1 is strengthen health protection, disease prevention, and emergency preparedness. And so I chose the last bullet, which was to prepare for climate change impacts. And here it's by reducing nighttime noise levels so people can have their windows open to be able to cool themselves during hot days and nights. And then also educate people on how to be good neighbors both inside and outside their homes. If you're having noise from a neighbor inside the building, that is just as bad as noise from outside the building. So the goal here is to create an environment where you can have a good sleep. Priority number 2 is promote health and well-being across the lifespan. So this is about creating healthy environments, and I'm recommending establishing nighttime and daytime sound level maximums because that will benefit everyone from the unborn to the seniors. And then also just simply reducing environmental noise pollution will reduce the chances of top chronic health conditions for seniors. There was just a discussion about healthy aging, and so that's why I've included that bullet. Priority 3 is promote the conditions to support positive mental health and reduce the harms of substance abuse. Well, many people, if they can't sleep at night, take sleeping pills to get to sleep, and then they take something else, maybe even lots of coffee to function the next day. So this is reducing noise so we don't have to prop ourselves up and get ourselves asleep. Priority number 4 is to advocate to advance health equity. And this is, I think, clearly our greatest speaking point. So here, how could they advocate to advance health equity, create community working groups and work with other cities to fix noise problems, work with other city divisions to understand and the problems and recommend solutions, study sound at the bedroom window to understand who is impacted by noise and when, educate people about the health impacts of environmental noise. Many people don't know the health impacts, and so that is certainly a strong pillar to stand on. Advocate for the use of technology such as sound level sensors to collect sound level data, create efficiencies in bylaw processes, and streamline automate enforcement. And lastly, support policies that reduce noise and do not support policies that increase noise. So I hope this helps, gives you an overview of what you can talk about and write about if you like. But also, if you feel like you need just a little bit more help, go to my Eventbrite page by searching Eventbrite and searching Creating Better Cities by Reducing Noise. And you can see here that I have a couple of meetings coming up. And on Saturday, June 1st at 12:30, I'm going to be holding a 1-hour prep session to talk about these strategic priorities. So if you want to chat this through a little bit more, click on this link and click on that second tab, and then you can click reserve a spot. And I look forward to seeing you. If you need more help, feel free to contact me at info@nomoreNoiseToronto.com. And as always, thank you so much for your attention. Visit us at nomoreNoiseToronto.com. And if you are able to, a donation is very much appreciated as we are 100% donor funded. Thank you so much. Have a great day.